What's the name?
McCauley, Brian.
Yeah, you guys want to go get with the runners and charge $15 each?
Yeah.
Take that.
Yeah.
Alright, come on, let's go. Easy day.
Woo! Come on, Ben.
Yeah, man. Good job. Hey, Nick, now you know what I went through in boot camp, so come on, let's go.
Go, go, go. Oh, look at the Vasquez player.
One long line, real quick. Yeah. Turn sideways then.
So, is this the first player over the finish line? Way to go. Hey, you did a great job at the end.
Thank you.
Those girls held him up a bit, but boy, once he got going. And what's your name?
Dakota.
Dakota. Hey, good luck next year, or in the fall. You bet you'll have a great team.
Cooper.
Coach Randy Cooper, you're the Varsity.
Varsity, yeah.
Head coach.
No, I'm the offensive coordinator. Tim Jorgensen's the head coach.
Okay, great. And how does it look this year?
Looks real good. We got a great group of kids that are working real hard. As you can see today, there's
oh yeah, and here are a couple more coming in.
Pushing themselves on their own, which is great to stay in shape and come into the season ready to go.
Great. When's your first game?
Oh, I don't remember the date.
Okay. Well,
our first scrimmage is against Paraclete. I believe it's the end of August.
Okay, great.
Yeah, like the 20th or something like that.
Hey, we'll be there.
Okay, thanks.
Okay, thank you. Best of luck.
Thank you.
This 4 million gallon holding tank out here at the AVEK water bank on 135th and Avenue B is nearing completion. AVEK has 10 wells dug and tested, and while there's no water banking going on at the present time, extraction wells are ready to go as soon as this tank is totally completed.
And, to pump at Dulce and Invention and so forth to get it to us. One is pumping at banks, and the other is water out of San Luis. So you can kind of use those in conjunction. You're pumping at banks, you're releasing up doorbell, pumping at banks, and you try to get a little ahead, so you put a little in San Luis, and then when you get into peak summertime, you draw on San Luis, and you're still pumping from the delta. So you kind of use those in coordination. And basically what's going to happen is you're going to get to the point where you're going to have to live off of what's coming out of the delta and banks. So it's just it's a tight operation. You have to really kind of run to the river almost. I mean, we have a little flexibility because they have terminal reservoirs, so they can say, okay, Matt, take water out of Castaic or Pyramid or something like that. But it kind of limits your operation. You can't take advantage of differential in power and that kind of thing. So it's just it just limits your flexibility.
What about water quality?
Water quality, I mean, we're going to definitely keep an eye on this. Again, you're going to be right off the delta, so water quality is likely to degrade as we get further into the summer.
And why is Pyramid and Castaic so high?
It used to be the goal to get all the Southern California reservoirs, Pyramid, Castaic, and San Luis filled to the top by May 1st. And you kind of start south because it's the furthest down. So you fill those reservoirs up. So you'll notice that, I mean, you can drive by you get in a drought and they drive by a Pyramid, they go, I don't know, there's a drought, but it's all pumped in there. And they pump it in because it's kind of, the concept when they built the State Water Project is we can build bigger pipes to take water from the delta in big slugs and put it in reservoirs, or we can build a smaller pipe in a canal. They decided to build a little bigger, fill those Southern California reservoirs, so if you have an outage, if Edmonston is out, or if you have an earthquake or something, or an outage on the canal, you have water south of the Delta. So it's kind of an insurance policy. So those two reservoirs, they essentially keep them full.
So that's like a water bank.
That's what it is. Yeah, it's really.
So, in this situation, are they going to do anything about letting us get water out of Oroville, or are we just wait?
They're moving water now, but it's
Too late.
it's tougher now. I mean, you know, the best time to move it is in the spring, but then we had some of the fish restrictions that we lost that window. So they're moving water now, but it's a lot less efficient. You lose, because you have to go out and all the way around, you kind of have to pump around the Delta. So you lose about 30% of the water. Everything you release from Oroville, you're losing about 30%. So you can't pump as much. And then you run into salinity restrictions and so forth. So that's the big, this is a classic year. If you were making an argument for those twin tunnels, this is what you look at. Like, you know, you didn't get water when you wanted it, and you can't get water across the Delta when you need it. Reported last time, we had 10 wells ready to go, tested, completed. We're just working on the connection, hoping to have, you know, extraction capability this spring, upcoming spring. Pardon? Spring? Well, early spring, like early next year is what we're shooting for. Extraction.
And what do you think?
For operational water bank extraction capability.
Yeah, that's what we're shooting for in the middle of January. We have 4 wells capable of extracting. That's the contracts that we have in place.
We're thinking that 35% might go lower.
No, Palmdale Water District connection is 1.25.
45 this time of year? That's kind of low, isn't it?
It seems like.
Yeah, Frank, what happened was we had a cooler than usual weekend, 3 or 4 days. And it kind of threw our average off. So we're back up to where we should be, but those are kind of the averages for the last week.